Hi students, how are you all? Hope all of you are fine. Please follow the instructions, wear mask, sanitize your hands and maintain social distance. Coming to myself, I am K. Prasanna Nagadevi, lecturer in the Department of Commerce and Management in BRR and GKR Chambers Degree College, Palakulu. Coming to the subject, I am going to deal with marketing and it is one of the core paper for final BCom students in their 6th semester. It consists of 5 units and it has the external examination for 75 marks. Okay, then coming to today's session, we are going to discuss about the topics of first unit, that is different concepts of marketing. First of all, we are going to know about marketing. We want to know what is a marketing is. Okay, so we all know that business is an economic activity which consists of production and distribution of goods and services for the purpose of making profits. Right? So, we want to know what is the purpose of business. But the purpose of business is lies outside of the business organization, because here in the present scenario the purpose of any business organization is to attain the customer. Here not only attaining the customer, we have to retain in the organization, which means attaining and retaining the customer profitably is the main purpose of any business organization. There are two important functions that a business organization is performing. That is, the first one is marketing and the second one is innovating, because we want to attract the customer by innovating in new things. Right? So, marketing plays a vital role in the business organization because it has the direct contact with customers. Without customers, the organization is not get any profits. Right? So, let's see the definition of the marketing. See this definition according to American Marketing Association. It defines marketing is an organizational function. As already I told you that there is two important functions. In that, marketing is one of the function, and set of processes for creating, communicating and delivering value to customers, for managing relationship in a way that benefits both the organization and stakeholders. Once again, marketing is an organizational function and set of processes for creating, communicating and delivering value to customers and for managing relationships in a way that benefits both organization and stakeholders. So, it is a set of processes. For what that processes we are maintaining, creating, communicating and delivering. We have to create a product. We have to communicate that the product is available to satisfy the needs of the customer and deliver that product or deliver value to the customers. Why we are doing this process? Because managing relationships. With whom we have to manage the relationship? With the customers. For managing that relationship, we will get benefit. Both the organization get profits and the stakeholders will benefit from that product. Here, stakeholder means the person who have interest towards the organization is called as stakeholder. There are two terms, shareholders and stakeholders. Shareholders are the persons who invest in your organization, and stakeholders are those persons who has interest in the activities of the organization, like employees, suppliers, customers, even shareholders, right? So this is the definition according to American Marketing Association. And next one, according to Kotler, Philip Kotler. He defined marketing as a societal process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want through creating, offering, and freely exchanging products and services of value with others. So, he said that it is a process which individuals and groups obtain what they need, want through creating, offering, and freely exchanging products and services of value with others. So from these two definitions, what we have to identify here, the organization products goods which satisfies the needs of the customer. By doing so, they getting profits, right? So what are the different concepts of marketing? Here the concepts of marketing is also known as the philosophies of marketing. There are different types of marketing concepts. Why we are following these concepts? To attract the customers. Here see once again the definition. Marketing is the process of creating, communicating, delivering and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners and society at large. Here customers, clients, partners and society at large, these peoples are constituted as a stakeholders, right? So these definitions are already we discussed. According to American Marketing Association, this process is done a number of different ways. Here the process means the marketing concepts. Marketing professionals use one or more of the 5 concepts of marketing in order to earn customer confidence and create profitable long-term relationship with customers. But not all concepts are equally effective. So depending upon this definition, we can conclude that there are 5 marketing concepts. So the marketing experts may use one or more concepts to attract the customers. But all not concepts are equally effective. Every concept has its own merits and demerits, right? So then, according to Robert Khatai, it is one of the definition. According to Robert Khatai, an experienced marketing strategist. He is an experienced marketing strategist. Provides the definition of a marketing concept. A strategy that companies and marketing agencies design and implement in order to satisfy the customer needs, maximize profits, and beat the competitors or outperform them. Here, he said that what is a marketing concept? It is a strategy. It is a strategy that companies and marketing agencies design and implement. They design and implement this strategy to satisfy the needs, maximize the profits, and beat the competitors. They want to satisfy the needs of the customer, and they want to maximize the profits of the organization, and they want to beat the competitors. So this is the definition of the marketing concept which is given by Robert Khatai. He is a marketing strategist. And the main 5 include here, according to American Marketing Association, there are 5 concepts, right? So those are production concept, product concept, selling concept, marketing concept, and societal concept. So, and they have been evolving for decades. Not every concept is beneficial to every business. So, here is a timely and convenient opportunity to learn more about each one. Right. So, now we are going to discuss about these 5 concepts in depth. Right. So, see this diagram. These are the marketing concepts. So, the central one, marketing concepts. I already told you that there are 5 types of marketing concepts. The first one is production concept, and second one product concept, and third one selling concept, and fourth one exchange concept, and fifth one social marketing concept. Right? We will go through these concepts. First one, production concept. Right? See this. Yes. The production concept. The production concept is focused on operations and is based on the assumption that customer will be more attracted to products that are readily available and can be purchased for less than competing products of the same kind. In the production concepts, the marketers thought that customers will purchase those products which are widely available in the market and which have less price when compete with other products. So they produce what they can produce by using the available raw materials. This is the basic concept in the production. So this concept came out as a result of rise in early capitalism. We know that capitalism, right? In the 1950s, at that stage, there is a race for capitalism. So they produce what they can produce by using the available raw materials. At which time companies were focused on the efficiency in manufacturing to ensure maximum profits and scalability. So they consider that if we improve the manufacturing methods, if we improve the manufacturing capacity, the profitability will also increases. They focused on that. So this philosophy can be useful when a company markets in an industry experiencing tremendous growth, but it also carries a risk. Businesses that are overly focused on cheap production can easily lose touch with the needs of the customer and ultimately lose business despite of its cheap and accessible goods. Here the main focus lies on the manufacturing of the goods with less price. Doing so, they can produce a cheap products. If those products are purchased by the customers and they cannot even ready to purchase those products again and again. Here in the first I'll told you that attaining and retaining the customer in the organization is very important factor. So if we are producing the cheap products, the customer is not interested on our products. Because of that, we may lose the customer. If we lose the customer, we may lose the profits for the organization. Right. So here the production concept is focused on the manufacturing the goods cheaply. See, this diagram will explain you the production concept. Here starting point, focus, means and ends. So here starting point for the production concept is factory, because they emphasizes on only manufacturing, right? And the second category is focus. Here the focus, they focused on existing products. And next one, means. Okay, here means selling and producing. Selling and producing. And the ends, how they will ends profits through sales value. Profits through sales volume. This is the assumption in the production concept. And next one, we consider that second concept is the product concept. Second concept is product concept. Here, marketer's strategy is changed because in the production concept, they emphasize more on manufacturing a product rather than the customer needs. But coming to the product concept, there is a change in the marketer's point of view. We will discuss that. The product concept is the opposite of the production concept. So, in that it assumes that availability and price don't have a role in customer buying habits, and that people generally prefer quality, innovation, and performance over low cost. Thus, this marketing strategy focuses on continuous product improvement and innovation. Here, the change in the view of the marketers is like they feel that if we produce more and more products and if we sell for less price, the customer will not affect because the customer not only wants more products, he wants the qualitative products, emphasizes quality products. So, we have to improve our product. We have to innovate new products to satisfy the needs of the customer. Here what happened was extra emphasis on product will take place. They want to produce more quality products. Right. It leads to market short-sightedness. Market short-sightedness. Theodore Levitt says that it is a marketing myopia. Marketing myopia, in which the marketer focus lies on the improvement on the existing products. There is an example, Apple, a prime example of this concept in action. Its a target audience always eagerly anticipate the company's new release. Even though there are off-brand products that perform many of the same functions for a lower price, many folks will not compromise just to save money. So here the brand of the Apple company will attract its target audience. If same feature is readily available for another product, but those persons will purchase only the product which is released by Apple company. Right? Here what happened? They focused on quality products. So, working on this principle alone, however, a marketer could fail to attract those who are also motivated by availability and price. See this diagram. Here, the starting point is product. The starting point is product, and the means is quality product. The means is quality products. They focus on product improvement. They keeps on improve their product many times, so many times. And then how they will get profit? Profit through quality product. This is the concept of product, in which marketers make a market short-sightedness. They emphasize on quality rather than what the customer really want. For example, if it is a traveler's agency is there, and here the customer wants journey, but the travel agency is emphasized on improvement of their product, like adding additional facilities in the bus. Right? This happens in the product concept. And coming to the third concept, the selling concept. Right. Here, the view of marketers is also changed. Marketing on the selling concept entails a focus on getting the customer to actual transaction without regard for the customer's needs or product quality. It is a costly tactic. This concept frequently excludes customer satisfaction efforts and doesn't usually lead to repeat purchases. Right. Here, the selling concept is centered on belief that you must convince a customer to buy a product through aggressive marketing of the benefits of the product or services because it isn't a necessity. In the selling concept, what happened? The customer will not purchase your product, otherwise you are not taking the aggressive selling strategies. So the organization expends more on the advertisements. You have to put the product in the customer mind by following aggressive selling strategy. If the organization is following this concept, in the total expenditure, the advertising expenditure is much more. For example, in a soda pop, ever wonder why you continue to see ads for Coca-Cola despite the prevalence of brand? Right? Everyone knows that Coke has to offer, but it is widely known that soda lacks nutrients and is bad for your health. Coca-Cola know this, and that's why they spend astonishing amounts of money pushing their products. We know that consumption of this element is injurious to our health up to some extent. But the company wants to promote their product. Because of this, they use the aggressive selling strategies. They want to put their product in our brain. Right? This can be observed in this diagram. See this diagram. This is for selling concept. Here the starting point is factory, where the manufacturing really happens, right? And they focus on products. They focus on products or services which the company offers. And means. Here the means are selling and promoting. It is nothing but advertisement activities. And ends, profits through sales value. So this is the third concept, that is selling concept, in which organization focuses on aggressive selling strategies. Right? And the fourth concept is marketing concept. Here, the view of marketers changed in this concept also. Here, the marketing concept is based on increasing a company's ability to compete and achieve maximum profits by marketing the ways in which it offers best value to the customers than its competitors. It's all about knowing the target market, sensing its needs and meeting them most effectively. Many refers to this as the customer first approach. If we focused on last three concepts, in the first concepts they focus on manufacturing more and more items. In the second concept, we consider that improving of qualitative products. And in the third concept, we need to use aggressive selling strategy. But here the marketing concept says that you have to identify the needs of the customer first. Then, according to the needs of the customer, you have to produce goods which satisfies that needs. And the customers will automatically purchase your products. The marketing concept says this. To do this, you have to identify the target market. Here, target market means, for example, I am doing a cloth business or a textiles business, and I want to sell the products only for kids. So here the kids means the age criteria of 1 to 10 years, of course. So I have the products which are available for the kids the age of 1 to 10 years. So my target market is 1 to 10 years kids. So I have to identify my target market, and I have to identify their needs, and I have to produce the products which satisfies their needs. Okay, this is what marketing concept says. And here the example, Glosser is a recognizable example of the marketing concept. The company understands that many women are unhappy with the way the makeup affects the health of their skin. Right? So they also noticed that women are fed up with being told that makeup products to use. With this in mind, Glosser introduced a line of skincare and makeup products that not only nourish the skin but also easy to use and promote individualism and professional expression with a makeup. Here, Glosser identify the needs of their target market, and depending upon their needs, they produce the goods which satisfies their needs. Right? So we can see this concept in this diagram. Here the market is the starting point, and customer needs. We have to focus on customer needs, and the elements that we consider, it is a integrated marketing. And means profits through customer satisfaction. Right? And next, fifth concept is societal concept. Right? In this concept, the societal marketing concept is an emerging one that emphasizes the welfare of society. It's based on the idea that marketers have a moral responsibility to market consciously, to promote what good for people over what people may want, regardless of a company's sales. Here, societal marketing concept says that the managers has to follow the moral responsibility. Here, the organization has to produce those goods which are good for the people rather than which the people may want. Right? We consider this concept like employees of a company lives in a societies. They market too, and they should advertise with the best interest of their local community in mind. See this example. The fast food industry is an example of what the societal concept aim to address. Here fast food is not good for health, right? But people want to consume the fast food, right? So there is a high societal demand for the fast food, but this food is high in fat and sugar and contributes to excess waste. Even though the industry is answering the desire of the modern consumer, it's hurting our health and detracting from our society's goal of environmental sustainability. So these activities should be avoided, right? So we can observe this societal concept. Societal marketing concept has to compete with three elements. That is, first one, it has to give profits to the company, and it wants to give satisfaction to the consumer, and even it has to consider the society as a human welfare. So these are the 5 important concepts of the marketing. What are they? First one, production concept. See this, production concept. And second one, product concept. And third one, selling concept. Fourth one, exchange concept or marketing concept. And fifth one, social marketing concept. In the production concept, marketers focuses on manufacturing more and more products which are widely available. And in the product concept, manufacturer focus on producing the more qualitative products rather than their competitors. In the selling concept, we have to use aggressive selling strategies to get profits. And in the marketing concept, first we have to identify the needs of the customer and produce the goods which satisfies those needs. And in the social marketing concept, we need to produce those goods which are good for society, not only the customer wants, right? So these are the different concepts in marketing, but not every organization will follow all these concepts. Depending upon their preferability, they may follow one or more than one concepts. Hope all of you are getting the classes. Thank you.